Hi, Lucy Ross here, founder of ecommercemarketing.co.nz and creator of the Turn Your AdWords into a Cash Machine cheat sheet. I help business owners like yourself double their sales in half the time. Thanks so much for signing up for your copy of the AdWords Cash Machine cheat sheet, and it should be arriving in your inbox in around 15 minutes time. In it, you're going to find the top 3 mistakes most businesses make that could have you overpaying and your business underperforming, the things you need to know to fix them, and strategies to transform your marketing from an expense into an investment. And any one of these 3 things could be costing you thousands of dollars in marketing budget every month or every year, and driving your customers away to the competition. Are you worried about how much money you're putting into Google AdWords and just not getting the sales in return? Are you really confused about what's going on in the AdWords account in Google Analytics and finding yourself stuck and unsure how to proceed or what parts are actually working? If this sounds like you, well, you're not alone. I actually started out interning at an SEO firm about 10 years ago, and we were in the business of driving traffic through Google AdWords and SEO. But I soon realized after having meetings with a few clients that you could drive all the traffic in the world, but unless the sales were coming in at the other end, you weren't giving the customer value for money. And it's because there was no one in there looking at the Google Analytics account and actually saying, hey, how can we make this website sell better? And it's for this reason I went into e-commerce marketing, because you can set up tracking for absolutely everything. You can go in and say, okay, what marketing's working? How much does it cost to acquire a customer? How many customers are we getting? So we can turn up the good stuff and turn off the bad stuff. And it's for this reason I've developed a blueprint that helps me go through the steps of making a business profitable and get more customers, so that you can apply these steps and make sure you apply them in the right order, so you don't go blowing all your marketing budget on traffic for a website that doesn't sell. This means you have really valuable data to make marketing decisions around, and you're going to get the best possible return on investment for any marketing budget that you invest. Since then, I've helped loads of Kiwi businesses transform their e-commerce website and get more return on investment. And I can see this in my own business as well. You could be spending all the money you like on traffic in the world, but if you don't have a clear system to turn a website visitor into a customer, you're just going to be throwing that money away, and they're going to go down the road to the competition who's doing a better job. Now, let me tell you a story about Gina. She decided to build a website, not with me, about 4 years ago, because she wanted to get on top of mobile and get a blog on her website so she could start to utilize some of the marketing technology we'd been telling her about. So she went out, she commissioned a website, she gave them a list of everything she wanted according to our checklist, and a couple of months later her website came back, and when she asked me to take a look at it, I noticed it wasn't mobile friendly, it didn't have a blog, it didn't even have the basic delivery date instructions that a florist needs, and it was lacking fundamental marketing technology that she needed to actually get the traffic, and the template wasn't even optimized for conversions. Now, this is $12,000 later, and there was still plenty of work that went into it. It also meant she couldn't add pages to the navigation and couldn't make basic design tweaks. So she was left with something that had cost her thousands of dollars, wasn't what she needed, and she couldn't make the changes herself. And because she'd invested so much money in this business website, she kept it running for a while and her conversion rate dropped. So we decided to put a website together that was going to be mobile friendly, because around 75% of her customers were actually shopping from a mobile phone, so they needed to go through the cart or be able to call and order something. So we went in with a strategy. We built her a website, but we optimized it for conversions, and this is key. And this meant she had a 53% rise in sales in just the first 2 months of rolling it out. So it goes a long way to tell you how planning your website around conversions can make a huge difference for the same amount of traffic. And once you've got that working, then it's time to turn on things like Google AdWords, Facebook marketing, SEO, because you have a website that's going to sell really well, so you get a better return on investment. I've discovered that growing sales isn't that hard as long as you know where to focus your time, your effort, and your marketing budget. And I've helped loads of Kiwi businesses increase not only their traffic, but increase conversions so they can make more sales and get more return on investment from their marketing budget. And that's why I've developed the e-commerce scalability audit. During the audit, it's a quick 10-minute fast-paced call where we look and see what the number one problem is holding your business back from scaling and making more profit. We'll look at where you're leaving money on the table with your e-commerce sales and also give you 3 strategies you can implement to go and fix these. It's 10 minutes long, we'll ask you a bunch of questions, and at the end of it we'll tell you what you need to do to start scaling your business. So I'd like to invite you to join us for a 10-minute scalability audit for your e-commerce business. We spend most of our time working on our client sites, so we only open up around 7 of these a week. So be sure to go in and book a time, and I apologize if there aren't any available. And if there are, get in there and grab them quick because it's a first in, first served basis. So let's just recap. We're going to look at the number one thing that's holding you back from making more sales and growing your business. We're going to look at where you're leaving money on the table with regard to your marketing and the investment you're making in things like Google AdWords and analytics and traffic. And we're going to look at 3 things that you can implement to fix this so you can scale your business in half the time. So thanks again for downloading the Turn Your AdWords into a Cash Machine video. If you head to your inbox now, hopefully it should be there. It was great to speak to you, and be sure to get in and book a time, and I look forward to seeing you and helping you grow your business.